What a catch!
What a catch! And you can kiss that one goodbye. That's a 2-run bomb.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
The tag is made. Play it home. Shot to right to the field. They've got a chance. That ball is long gone.
Oh, yeah. We'll use this one. Okay.
Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We've got a major Hernando County rivalry game tonight as the Eagles of Springstead take on the Sharks of Nature Coast. Alongside the authority, John McMurdo, I'm Will Wilkie. We'll be bringing you the call for the game tonight. And John, both teams want this game bad.
That's right, Will. Not only do you have bragging rights on the line tonight in a rivalry game, but we also have passed the midseason mark, and both teams are going to be making strong strides towards the playoffs. Let's start with Springstead. Coach Craig Swartout's Eagles squad enters tonight's game with a 2-6 record on the season, but don't let the record fool you. 3 of the losses this season were just by a single run, and this is a talented roster from top to bottom. So it's just a matter of time before they pull it all together. For tonight's game, keep an eye out for a talented group of upperclassmen as they are led offensively by Sarah Torres, Leanna Freeman, Liberty Savarese, and Sarah Tipton, all of whom are batting over 400 on the season. And in the circle, sophomore Ava Miller has been a workhorse, notching 51 innings pitched and striking out 35 while walking only 7.
You said it, John. This is a talented Eagle squad that we're covering tonight, but so is that team in the home dugout. Tell us about the Nature Coast Sharks.
All right.
It's just like you said, Will. It's a great matchup tonight as Nature Coast also has great talent on hand. Coach Jug Olmstead's Sharks are at the end of a tough stretch, as this will be their 4th game in as many nights, and are also coming off a difficult defeat in South Lake last night. They are 5-5 overall in the year and are led offensively by the dynamic senior duo of Cameron Baker and Izzy LaRoche. They lead the team in hitting, and combined they have accounted for almost half of the Sharks' RBIs this season. Shark pitching has also been led by a senior tandem this year, with Ren Anhalt and McKenna Carr working to a combined 3.79 ERA on the year, and we expect to see one, if not both of them, in the circle tonight.
Thank you, John. I know that we're looking forward to a great night of high school softball action. It's a great time to hit that subscribe button now. Tell us a like our way as well. We'll have the Divinity Med Spa's starting lineup coming up next in the first pitch right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
So we're about to get underway here as the public address announcer goes through their starting lineups, but we're going to get things going on our end with the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
First for the visiting Eagles of Springstead, batting first, catching Rachel Rivera. Batting second, playing third, Alexis Adelman. Batting third, playing shortstop, Leanna Freeman. Batting fourth, playing second base, Sarah Torres. Batting fifth in center field, Sarah Tipton. She's in the circle, batting sixth, Ava Miller. Batting seventh, getting the start in left field, Ella Ann Cephas. Batting eighth, playing first base, Reagan Lanning. And batting ninth, playing right field, Victoria Ortega. The Eagles are coached by Craig Swartout. We'll continue the starting lineups in just a moment. That was the national anthem. We're going to get right back to the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup and finish up with Nature Coast.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
So again, finishing up with the Nature Coast Sharks. Batting first, playing right field, Ashland Center. Batting second, playing left field, Cameron Baker. Batting third, playing shortstop, Izzy LaRoche. Batting fourth in the circle, Ren Anholt. Batting fifth, designated player this evening, McKenna Carr. Batting sixth behind the plate, Caitlin Corrigan. Batting seventh, playing second base, Carly Anselmo. Batting eighth in center field, Kezzy Eland. And batting ninth, getting the start at third, Maddie DiPetrillo. And playing first base this evening is Cassie Figueroa. And the Sharks are coached by Jug Olmstead. And this is your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup. So a beautiful evening for softball here in Brooksville, Florida, John. And it's a rivalry game. Can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, 77 degrees, clear skies. Like you said, a great rivalry, Springstead and Nature Coast. Stage is set for a good night of softball.
That's right, John. And we've crossed the mid-season mark on the season. Season has flown by. And now is about the time where the teams start to really settle down, find that leadership, and really make a push towards the playoffs.
Yeah, really got to focus in every game. You know, you kind of know where you're at now as a team, and every game means a little bit more as you start running out of games. Every win's important, so these two teams are going to come out hard.
Absolutely, John. It kind of gets to the point now where it's a little bit more about refining that talent and finding the matchups and the lineups that'll work best for you come tournament time.
Yeah, the teams really know each other really well. Expect each other's teammates.
Starting off the game for the Eagles.
Apologize for that audio issue there.
Rachel Rivera.
So leading things off for the Eagles will be catcher Rachel Rivera. First pitch offering from Anholt misses for ball one. One 1-0 offering. Good patience by Rivera, working it to a 2-0 count. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps us out. We are a registered nonprofit organization. Anholt battles back with the off-speed pitch. Bringing these games to you live from all over the Tampa Bay region. You can also turn on notifications so you never miss any of the action when we go live. You'll be automatically notified. As Rivera fouls that one away out of play, first base side.
First four pitches all been in different locations, up, down, inside, outside.
The 2-2. And that'll come in low. And we've got a full count to start off the ball game.
Great take there by Rivera with 2 strikes on her.
Payoff pitch. Popped up on the infield. Making the call and the grab is Anholt for out number 1. That'll bring up starting third baseman Alexis Adelman.
They said close for your arrest, and I said, oh, okay.
Also, check out our content on Facebook and Twitter.
Alexis Adelman.
Fastball down the middle for called strike 1. You can find our content on Facebook and Twitter at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have the highlights to tonight's ball game, as well as our Glory Days Player of the Game featured there as well. We also have special features and other broadcast announcements, so go ahead, give us a follow at GCSN Broadcast. Great turnout and support here tonight, John.
Yeah, great crowd, and they're still coming in as we speak.
Yeah, the game did get started a little bit early, so if you're just tuning in, that's why we got underway. Game started about maybe 5 minutes early. They tried to catch us off guard, but we were ready for them.
That's right. Wind's kind of blowing across the field from left to right tonight. As you see the flag out there.
1-2 offering, and that gets chopped down in foul territory as Adelman continues to battle.
As the excuse me swing there, just don't like it with 2 strikes, get rid of the ball, and good to see another pitch.
Fly ball center field. Ellen comes in on it. And she'll make the grab for out number 2. And halt off to an efficient inning.
Next at the bat, number 6, Leanna Freeman.
Brings up starting shortstop Leanna Freeman. Trying to get a 2-out rally going for Springstead. Off-speed pitch misses high for ball 1.
Anhalt's did a good job locating the pitches and really has Springstead a little off balance with the swings.
Yeah, I agree with that observation, John. She's doing a good job mixing up those locations. The 1-1. Chopper, third base line, knocked down by DiPetrillo. Throw it to first, will not be in time.
Next at the bat, number 1, Sarah Torres.
The Eagles get a runner aboard. 2 outs now for Sarah Torres. Fastball down the middle. We talked in the pregame, John, about the quality upperclassmen hitting that the Eagles have put forth this season, and one of those batters is right here in Torres.
Yeah, Torres is batting in the cleanup spot. She's got a runner on base at first. I'm sure she'd like to do some damage here.
Chopper to DiPetrillo up with this one. Fires over to Figueroa at first. 5-3 for out number 3. The Eagles leave 1. We move to the bottom of the first inning. The Sharks will get their chance at bat. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
So we move to the home half of the inning. We'll run through the defensive set for the Eagles for you, starting with the battery. Miller on the mound, Rivera behind the plate, Adelman at third, Freeman at short, Torres at second, Lanning at first. Cephas in left, Tipton in center, and Ortega gets the start in right. Anhalt worked in an efficient
Starting off the
top
inning
half
for
of
the
the
Sharks,
inning,
number 7, Ashlyn Sentner.
tossing 17 pitches across the plate.
She had good command of her stuff, and they were only able to get one base runner.
Ashlyn Sentner to lead things off for the Sharks. Miller in the circle has the sign she likes and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Sentner comes out of the box quick as she's watching the pitch come in. She's already moving forward.
Right in front, Rivera up with it, makes the toss over to first, not in time. Tough play for Rivera as that ball just kind of died.
Next up to bat, number 1, Cameron Baker.
Leadoff runner aboard for Nature Coast.
That's a swinging bunt.
I'll bring up Cameron Baker. And there is a bunt attempt. Third base line, charging and making the grab. A beautiful play by Adelman for out number 1.
Next up to bat, number 10.
She had some ground to cover on that one, John.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a banger with this. Huh? What? Now here it go. I just made it.
Runner in scoring position, 1 out for Izzy LaRoche, who will be intentionally walked.
Next up at number 12, Brennan Hope.
Brings up cleanup hitter Ren Anholt.
Showing some respect there to LaRoche by walking her early on in the game. But you walk her to get to the cleanup hitter, so Springstead in a tough spot early on here.
It does allow for the force at any bag, which might have been part of the strategy. Also brings in the double play ball into effect. Fastball chop foul, third baseline. Adelman all over it again.
Yeah, well, that does make sense to put your defense in a position to get out of the inning in one pitch.
Offering from Miller back up the middle. Diving attempt by Freeman, but can't come up with it. Wheeling around to score is Sentner. And the Sharks strike first. They're on the board. Be a courtesy runner for Anhalt, the pitcher. Number 17.
McKenna Cole.
That's Zoe Garcia, courtesy runner in. McKenna Carr now up to bat. Pitch gets by. Runners will move up to second and third, respectively. So a big opportunity here early on for Nature Coast.
A lot of action here all of a sudden. Hard to keep up with the playbook here.
Pitch will miss away. 2-0.
Great spot trying to get her to swing at something outside, get the ground ball.
Yeah, John, I mean, you talked about this action. We're just 6 pitches into the bottom half of the inning. We already have a run cross and 2 runners in scoring position after that intentional walk. Pop-up, that could be trouble. That drops in front of Ortega. LaRoche will score. Coming around and scoring is Garcia. A 2 RBI double.
Next
off the bat of McKenna Carr.
Caitlin Corrigan.
That'll bring up Caitlin Corrigan. Miller winds and offers over to Freeman at short. She'll fire to Lanning at first, trying to make the double play at third. Not in time. Carr able to beat it, but a nice play. Freeman to Lanning for out number one.
Number 8, Carly and
Or correction, out number 2. Two outs, runner on third now for Carly and Selmo.
Aggressive run there by Carr to get over to third base.
Popped up straight back out of play. Miller ahead in the count, 0-1. Off-speed pitch comes in low.
It's a really nice off-speed pitcher. I think really backed up.
Ground ball over to Torres at second. That's going to get through, allowing the fourth run to cross.
next up to bat, number 11, Kenzie Elam.
2 outs, runner on first now for Kenzie Eland. Slap hit over to Miller, makes the grab, tosses to Lanning at first for out number 3. But Nature Coast gets on the board first. 4 runs off of 1 hit. Move to the second. Don't go away.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
So we're off to a fast start here at Nature Coast High School. And we actually made a correction to our scoreboard, so it's actually 4 runs on 3 hits for Nature Coast.
Yeah, really wasn't any time to blink there, Will, in that half inning. A lot going on.
That's right, and the Eagle batters now have the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Leading things off this inning will be Sarah Tipton.
Number 7, Sarah Tipton.
One of those elite upperclassmen that we were talking about during the pregame. Fly ball to right field. If it's fair, it's going to drop, but it drifted foul. Kind of had that slicing spin, and the wind was going against her, too, on that one.
Yeah, sure was. Looked like off the bat it might drop in there, but it worked its way foul.
Anhalt connects on that inside corner. Beautiful placement. Just like you talked about, John, mixing up those locations. And now she's ahead 0-2.
Anhalt off to a really effective start here, Will.
Line drive to right center field. That's going to drop in. All the way to the fence. A stand-up leadoff double for Sarah Tipton. And the Eagles come out in the second alive. Now for the pitcher looking to help her own cause, Ava Miller. Pitch gets away, allowing Tipton to advance to third. So a nice scoring opportunity here for Springstead in the top half of the second.
And nobody out. Leadoff batters at third now.
Fastball fouled away out of play, third base side to even up that count.
We've got the pitcher versus pitcher matchup right now.
Line drive up the middle off the glove of LaRoche. A nice diving attempt. That'll be an RBI single for Ava Miller. And the Eagles have now answered back with their first run of the ball game. That was a nice piece of hitting there, John.
Up to bat, number 23, Ella.
Sure was. I mean, that was a hard hit ball, single all the way. LaRoche made a nice diving attempt at it. That's all you could ask for.
Brings up Ella Ann Cephas. There's another hard hit to center field. Eland will track that one down. One out now in the inning. That'll bring up starting first baseman Reagan Lanning. Off-speed pitch connects outside. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let us know you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. We do appreciate your viewership and your support. Again, working outside, inside is Anhalt. She's ahead 0-2.
Great pitch there.
Fouled away. Good battle by Lanning. I think the Eagle batters are starting to catch on. They got to protect that outer half.
Yeah, she's using the whole plate.
Outside. Good discipline by Lanning not to chase. Popped up.
That's going to get out of play.
And that'll run out of real estate. Lanning continues to battle, not giving an inch. Anhalt looking for that punch-out pitch.
Yeah, nice response by Springstead here after giving up 4. They're coming right back and trying to chip away at that, Will.
That's right, John. I mean, there's really only 2 ways to react when you have a first inning like that. And Springstead says, we're here to fight. And Lanning continued to battle. Now 7 pitches into this at bat, I believe.
Yeah, she really is fighting off some tough pitches, and give her credit there.
Line drive, just foul. Lanning able to get around on that one.
Almost a great play there at third base. That ball was turning hard left.
Yeah, DiPetrillo had a good jump on it. All things considered.
And yet another pitch for Lanning.
And that's going to miss high. Wow, what an at-bat this is. Lanning has done an outstanding job this at-bat.
And she really is only swinging at the strikes. She's worked it full now.
Swing and a miss. Anhalt battles back to record the strikeout. And the second out of the inning. A big one for Nature Coast.
Up to bat, number 21, Victoria Ortega.
Now brings up Victoria Ortega. getting the start in right field. First pitch comes in high for ball one.
And Holt knows the top of the order is on deck, so she'd like to record that third out now if she could.
Time is called by the home plate umpire. Looks like we'll have a
courtesy runner.
It's number 18. That's McInerney.
Running for the pitcher. Running for Miller.
Gabby McInerney now into run. That's going to be fouled out of play. The 1-1. Chopper down to DiPetrillo. Backhand fires to Figueroa to end the Eagle threat, but not before they add a run to the board. 1 run on 2 hits for Springstead, 4 runs on 3 hits for Nature Coast. We move to the home half of the second. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
The videos for me, I cut the highlights.
So a lot of action here. Springstead answers right back. They played a run to pull to within 3.
Yeah, Springstead was able to get all the way through the order there the second time around, so they'll start fresh with the leadoff batter next inning.
And that's such a significant point that a lot of fans don't consider.
Up to bat, number 6.
The more at bats at the top half of your order that your lineup can have, the better. And so the Eagles have themselves in a prime position, but now it's Nature Coast time at bat. Maddie DiPetrillo to lead things off. Line drive to right, that's going to drop in. DiPetrillo motoring into second. She's going to head for third. And being waved home, the cut. And she's going to make it around and score. A big-time hustle play by DiPetrillo as she lines that ball all the way down to the right field corner and plates another run for Nature Coast. Wow.
Next up, number 7, Ashlyn Sentner.
Yeah, she went all the way around the bases there, Will. That ball was out to right field. That sun's tough out there, but she took advantage of the ball all the way to the fence.
Cassie, or correction, back to the top of the lineup. The Sentner's up. She'll ground out to Torres for out number 1.
Next up, number 1, Cameron Baker.
Brings up Cameron Baker.
Baker grounded out to third or first at bat.
Fastball misses away. Some good velocity on that pitch from Miller. Bottom dropped out of that one. Miller mixing up the pitches now, starting to find a little bit of a groove.
And took a little something off that and came in there low.
Slapped right back up to Miller. That's going to get through. Charging is Torres.
So fast.
A great heads-up play and hustle by Torres. That could have been trouble for the Eagles.
Next up, number 10, Izzy LaRoche.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a banger with this.
So runner on, one out. But Baker able to beat that one out. Now brings up Izzy LaRoche, who was intentionally walked her first time at bat.
It's like left and right field switch there.
Yeah, the sun is setting rather rapidly, so I imagine that's in play. Line drive up the middle. Chipped in, trying to get the force out at second. Good heads-up defense there, but Baker able to beat it out and get in time.
Number 12, Randall.
Now brings up Ren Anholt. And Nature Coast has battled right back. Not only plating a run, but now threatening with 2 runners on, 1 out.
It's getting busy again out there quick. Back-to-back balls up the middle.
Count now moves to 2-0.
Still impressed with the speed of Baker there. We're running to first and getting there to second on that ball. It could have been easily a throw out at second.
Rivera tries to frame that one up, but it comes in low. 3-0.
Pitch looked pretty good, but a little low.
Fastball down the Miller. Advancing now to the hitter's count for Anholt.
Yeah, 3-1. She's looking for one pitch to drive.
And there it is, up the middle again. Right center field. Baker will score. LaRoche will score a 2 RBI double for Ren Anholt. And the Sharks have opened things up here in the home half of the second.
Next up to bat, number 14, McKenna Cole.
Looks like Zoe Garcia in the run again. Coach Swartout's going to have a trip to the circle, and we'll take a little break ourselves. If everyone wanted to do it, we could cover 8 games. So the conference in the circle concludes. McKenna Carr now up. Zoe Garcia now on second, replacing Anholt, who had the 2 RBI double.
And Anholt's 2 for 2 on the day.
Fastball by Miller, that's going to miss the inner half. Line drive, corralled by Freeman. An outstanding athletic play by Freeman at short for out number 2. We're seeing it all here tonight, John.
Next up to bat, number 5, Caitlin Corrigan.
Spin round, walk, step down, walk.
Gotta appreciate great defense there, and good job by Anhalt to stay at second there, not get caught in no man's land.
Caitlin Corrigan now up. Off-speed pitch down the middle by Miller. We got our other crew covering baseball here tonight down at Sun Lake High School. Big-time rivalry game in Pasco County. Cypress Creek takes on Sun Lake. Derek Smith and Ted Boggs on the call down there. But we've got a great game here in Hernando. Line shot foul.
Turn on that pitch.
Miller now ahead in the count, 1-2. She's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch. Try to get the Eagles out of this inning. Corrigan going to try to keep things going for the Sharks. Fly ball left field. Coming in on it and making the grab is Cephas for out number 3. A lot of action here. 7-1's our score. We move to the third. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
And we're allowed to do 2 minutes and 20 seconds of.
We're in the third. Eagles have the top of the order due up. That's Rivera, Adamman, and Freeman.
Rivera popped up to the pitcher first at bat.
Starting off the inning for the Eagles, number 32, Rachel Rivera.
Well, that Sun's pretty much off the field now. Should help the players on defense.
Change up by Anhalt to start things off. Rivera will take strike one. Yeah, it's still a pleasant temperature here, John. I mean, I'd say it's probably low 70s. Another changeup. Quickly 0-2. So we've seen the last couple of nights, at least along the Nature Coast, that the temperatures have dropped rather rapidly. Fly ball to right field, giving chases Sentner, but ball drops in foul territory.
I think we've experienced all 4 seasons this week with the weather.
The 0-2. Line drive up the middle. A single for Rivera. Gets a runner aboard, leadoff runner aboard for the Eagles.
Next at the bat, number 14, Alexis Adelman.
That now brings up Alexis Adelman.
Nice leadoff job there by Rivera.
Yeah, she was down in that 0-2 count, fought off a couple, and then lined that one right up the middle. Adelman now trying to follow that up. And she does. Line drive to left. Back-to-back solid singles for Springstead. And here come the Eagles. We talked about it, John, before the game. Both teams want this game.
Next to that, number 6, Leanna Freeman.
Now brings up Leanna Freeman. Popped up out of play.
Freeman reach on an error first at bat. Ball's hit on the left side of the infield.
Again, up the middle. That's going to drop in front of Eland. And load the bases for Springstead. What a big opportunity here with nobody out.
Bases loaded and cleanup hitter coming up.
Exactly how you want to write it up if you're Springstead. Coach Olmstead's going to have a quick conference on the mound. We're going to have a quick little break ourselves. Conference in the circle concludes. And we've got a big time play coming up here. Bases loaded, nobody out for Sarah Torres.
Yeah, Springstead can jump right back in this game right here.
That offering will miss high for ball 1. Ground ball over to LaRoche. Going to try to turn 2. Not in time. They do get the force at second. Torres will notch the RBI on the fielder's choice. Well, now bring up Sarah Tipton.
Up to bat, number 7, Sarah Tipton.
Runners on the corners. Corrigan with the throw down. The runners stayed in position.
Did they just get 2 or 1? Did they just get 2 or 1 run? No. 1. Okay. I should.
Corrigan calls out the defensive set, having runners on the corners with 1 out. We'll see if Springstead puts Torres in motion. Fastball misses outside. Torres had an aggressive secondary at first, but remained there.
And Itchkos looks like they're going to try to get her if she goes.
Snap throw down to third. So some discrepancy over the signals, obviously, going with this first and third situation.
Yeah, LaRoche, the senior there, calls the infield in and says, let's get this right. Good leadership there.
Adelman at third, Torres at first. Tipton at bat. Fouls that one away. Count evens up 2-2. Off-speed pitch, called strike 3. A big-time strikeout for Anhalt gives the Sharks some breathing room to get that key second out.
Next to that, number 10, Ava Miller.
But Springstead's not done yet. They're still trying to get that 2-out rally now for Ava Miller in the box. Fouls that one off.
And Hall picked a great time to get a strikeout there. Two outs, it kind of settles down the base runners, too.
Foul tipped into the glove. Quickly 0-2. Miller will have to take a defensive approach the remainder of the way.
Well, it's just off the plate there, Will. Good take.
Speed will miss high. Good patience and discipline by Miller.
And Anhalt's really trying to get her to chase her pitch. Now 2-2. She's got to look for her to come after her here.
Again, chop foul.
Miller had a nice line drive her first at bat to shortstop. Reached on a single.
Off-speed pitch again by Anhalt for strike 3. Springstead answers back. They plate 1. We move to the bottom of the third. 2 runs, 5 hits for Springstead. 7 runs on 7 hits for Nature Coach. You're watching GCSN.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
I would have.
We're moving right along, bottom of the third inning. We've had a consistent theme so far. Nature Coast scores, Springstead answers, Nature Coast scores, and Springstead answers again. So now we're in the home half of the third. We'll see what happens now.
Yeah, a lot of offense early on. And the pitching's been good, too.
Starting off the inning for the Sharks, number 8, Carly Anselmo.
7, 8, 9 batters due up for Nature Coast. Leading off the inning will be Carly Anselmo. Miller winds and offers low for ball 1. Ground ball over to Freeman. Freeman and Adelman had a little bit of a miscommunication there. So Anselmo will reach. Now brings up Kenzie Eland. Bunt is shown, unable to connect. Off-speed pitch will miss away. We got an interesting scenario here, John, just taking a look at that pitch count here. With the 7-2 score advantage Nature Coast, but Miller working efficiently, only 28 pitches thrown here so far.
He's thrown a lot of strikes.
Fly ball left field. Both Ortega and Adelman gave chase.
Nature Coast is placing the ball well, but Miller's put a lot of strikes across the plate there.
Miller ahead in the count, 1-2. Fastball. Eland able to hold off.
Quite a difference in the speeds, too, the fastball compared to the changeup.
Yeah, Miller does well mixing up those velocities. And we saw it right there again. It's like an episode of Time Cop. Slow down time. Count runs full. Eland battles on that one. Just sticks the bat out to stay alive. Good 3-2 approach. Again, that gets fouled away.
Eland really working the count well, fouling off several.
Payoff pitch from Miller. Ground ball. Nice backhand by Torres for the tag and double play attempt. Wow, a great attempt there by Torres. Almost pulled off the double play.
Next at bat, number 6, Matty DiPatrillo.
How could you be so heartless? How could you be so cold?
One out in the inning from the unassisted tag from Torres. Now brings up Matty DiPatrillo. Off-speed pitch.
Good pitch to steal on.
Yeah, Eland had that one.
That's that really slow changeup. DiPatrillo, her last at bat, she had that ball all the way to the fence that she made it all the way around on.
To right center field, that's going to drop in. Wheeling around to score is Eland. And into second with an RBI double is DiPatrillo.
Next at bat, number 7, Ashlyn Setner.
Brings up the top of the order for Nature Coast. Ashlyn Setner now steps in. She's 1 for 2 on the evening. Popped up left field. Giving chases Ortega. Can't get there, but good hustle. Had a lot of ground to cover. Puts ones on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 run has crossed. And the number 1 batter. Pitch will get by, allowing DiPetrillo to move to third. Ground ball over to Freeman at short. To Lanning, not in time. The run will cross. So the hustle from Sentner pays off with an infield signal.
Next at bat, number 1, Cameron Baker.
She'll also get credit for that RBI. Checking out a quick injury. We'll take a quick check ourselves. So Sentner's okay. We're happy to see that. Cameron Baker now into the box.
Come on, Cam.
Bunt is shown. Breaking for second is Sentner. And she'll get that stolen base. Yeah, I think she's okay.
Her wheels are just fine. So Setner and Baker, really a good 1-2 punch on the bases. A lot of speed.
Miller with the 1-0. Slapped over towards Freeman. She's up with it, fires to Lanning at first to record the second out of the inning. Or correction, another. She was able to beat that one out also. So another infield single for Baker.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a banger with this.
And again, LaRoche is intentionally walked.
Number 12, Ren Anholt.
And that'll load the bases now for Ren Anholt.
Really, Setner and Baker's balls were no fault of Miller. I mean, they're just infield hits based off speed.
Fouled straight back.
Well, the plays were made. I mean, they're ground balls,
right?
Hit to the shortstop, and they just beat them both out.
And Freeman charged it, made a good throw to first. Ground ball to Freeman. She's going to go home with it. That's going to be off the mark. Runner interference is called by the field umpire. So that'll take a run off the board as the interference impacted the throw home. Bases will remain loaded.
Next is at number 14, McKenna Carr.
Bases loaded remain for McKenna Carr, but now with an out in the inning. Gives the Eagles a little bit of breathing room here as the double play still remains in effect. Corners are in. Miller drops that one in for strike one. Corners in slightly. Middle infield still at double play depth. Good stop by Rivera. Count runs even, 1-1. That's going to be chopped. Tough play for Adelman. Gets under the glove. Another infield single will net another run for Nature Coast. We were talking about it, John. Sometimes the balls just bounce your way. And
Next up to bat, number 5, Caitlin Corrigan.
Yeah, so
certainly
far
did
these
there.
balls have not left the infield, and they're just resulting in infield singles.
Caitlin Corrigan now up.
She's grounded to short and popped out to left.
Big cut. Miller ahead 0-2. Fastball in high. Miller now with the pitch that she likes. A hard hit ball to left field, coming in on it and making the grab is Cephas for out number 3. But the Sharks plate 3. We move to the 4th. 2 runs, 5 hits for Springstead. 10 runs on 11 hits for Nature Coast. You're watching softball action on GCSN. We move to the 4th inning. 10-2 advantage Nature Coast. It is our Glory Days 4th inning. Glory Days has been partnering with the Gulf Coast Sports Network since our inception. And they sponsor our player of the game, so be sure to tune in immediately at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. John McMurdo will announce our Glory Days player of the game. They'll be featured on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which you can find by searching at GCSN Broadcast. We'll also have the highlights from tonight's ball game, so check that out. Facebook and Twitter at GCSN Broadcast.
Glory Days really has been a great community partner and with all the sports. And
absolutely. It's fouled away. We have a pinch hitter whistling now in. Try to get that graphic updated in just a moment. Line drive to right. Coming up and making the throw from her knees is Sentner. A great heads-up play by Sentner and right.
Sure was. I thought that was going to be a base hit, and next thing you know, comes up and makes a great play. 9-1. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me, 9-3.
Now brings up Reagan Lanning.
Up to bat, number 3, Reagan Lanning.
Missed away for a ball.
foul straight back.
Hello.
Off speed, will miss high. Yeah, foul ball right at you or a good strong cup of coffee. We may never have the answer. Science might be able to tell us one day. Again, fouled away. Anhalt gets the fastball by for strike 3. And the second out of the inning is in the books.
Anhalt just continues to show a great pace of work. And
now bring up Victoria Ortega. Ground ball over to LaRoche at short. She'll make the toss to Figueroa. And a very quick inning for Anhalt and the Sharks. We move to the home half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school softball action only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
For some reason, they've been having a tough year for some reason. They have everybody back from last season except 2 guys. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. 10-2 advantage Nature Coast. A very quick top of the 4th.
Yeah, Anhalt continues to be strong through her outing here. The game gets later. She's got 4 strikeouts on the night now.
Starting off the inning for the Sharks, number 8, Carly Anselmo.
Just know that you will never find me, and I know that I gotta be a little cocky.
Starting off the bottom of the 4th inning will be Carly Anselmo.
She's reached base safely on both appearances so far.
Ground ball over to Torres at second. She's had a lot of action tonight. Comes through again with another out, 4-3. To make the first out of the inning.
Next is bat number 11, Kenzie Eland.
Now brings up Kenzie Eland. One out, bottom of the 4th. Miller winds and delivers. Slapped again to Torres. Makes the play. Torres has done a nice job defensively this inning. Actually, the entire Eagle infield, really.
Next
like
at bat
a
number
replay
6,
of the first
Maddie
at bat.
DiPatrillo.
2 quick outs of the inning. Now for Maddie DiPatrillo. She's had a big night at the plate.
Yeah, she got a pair of doubles, and she ended up scoring on her first at bat, made it all the way around.
Miller
Beautiful
drops
changeup.
open that trap door.
That's an impressive pitch.
Very much so. Ever since I saw her warming up, I've been waiting to say that line. That'll miss away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Miller answering with an efficient inning of her own here. Trying to close it out. DiPetrillo trying to keep her hot back going. 2 for 2 tonight.
And Miller ahead. Let's see if she throws that slow ball again.
That one got away. Miller having a good laugh at it.
Yeah, you have to. Despite the score, Miller's really had a nice night on the mound. So she's had good command.
Nice spot there by Miller going in at the hands. DiPetrillo just trying to fight that one off.
You just have to have in the back of your mind that great changeup that she has can come at any time, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's what makes it so tough, John. And I know you know this. When you mix up the velocities like that, you're sitting fastball, but that when that change of speed comes in, it just throws off your timing dramatically. And if you sit changeup, you're done.
It's going to go right by you. Think fastball, react changeup, right?
And there it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Miller to get the Eagles out of the inning. We move to the 5th. You're watching high school softball on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
He was still safe. And then the whole Otani Trout.
Yeah.
And that's just tip his hat to him. See you in a couple weeks.
Can't draw that up any better.
Move to the top of the 5th inning.
Rachel Rivera.
And the top of the order due up for the Eagles. Rachel Rivera, 1 for 2 this evening. Fly ball to center field. Eagleton takes a step back, and she'll corral it to the glove for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out. Now for Alexis Adelman.
Next at the bat, number 14, Alexis Adelman.
Between the 2 teams, the last 7 batters have been retired in a row.
Chopper down that third base line. Yeah, we've got 2 good pitchers in the circle here tonight, John, and I think that's just a testament to, they've found their spots now. They're in their comfort zone, and now they're getting the outs.
Dialed in.
That's Anhalt for Nature Coast, Miller for Springstead. Both pretty close to the same number of pitches thrown. Chopper over to short. LaRoche charging, fires to Figueroa at first. Or correction, Carr has now entered the game at first. So LaRoche to Carr for out number 2. I don't believe we have any
Number 6, Leanna
other
Freeman.
changes. 2 outs in the inning now for Leanna Freeman. Trying to get a 2-out rally started for Springstead. Another ground ball again for LaRoche to Carr. If you like it and it's nice, do it twice. Another 6-3 for out number 3. We move to the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back right after this.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
And center.
We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3 batters for Nature Coast. That's Setner, Baker, and LaRoche.
Setner comes in 2 for 3.
Slapped hit, but tracking it to the glove is Freeman at short. And just like the top half, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Next up, bat number 1, Cameron Baker. From Gangnam Style.
Now Cameron Baker into the box. Fastball comes in high.
After a lot of hits early and mid part of the game, things have really slowed down on both sides.
Slap down that third base line. Charging it is Adelman. And another infield hit for Nature Coast.
Next at bat number 10, Izzy LaRoche.
We might have to start keeping a tally, John. I don't know that this is going to get beat. Some nights that's just the way the ball rolls, and that's how it is tonight.
And
Adelman
Baker,
did all she could.
Baker, you have 1 chance, and if I don't know how you get her out on the ground in the infield.
1 out runner aboard for Izzy LaRoche. Been intentionally walked twice. And singled.
That should have line drive to center field in her first at bat, or rather second at bat.
Miller down 0-2. There's a line shot to left. That's going to drop in. And going for third and making it under the tag is Baker.
Aggressive base run there by
Next
Baker.
Next number 12, Brandon Holt.
Brings up Ren and Holt. Coach Swartout will take a trip to the circle, and we'll take a trip to one of our partners.
For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, Contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
And just some quick words from Coach Swartout, likely just to keep your head up, keep battling. Possibly some frustration on that play at third. Ran Anhalt. That's going to get hit right back up the middle. One run will come in. And Anhalt motors in. That's going to be a game-winning hit by Runwell. So Nature Coast will take home the victory. Final score of 12-2. And let's take it on over to John McMurdo, the authority for the Glory Days player of the game. John, who do you have?
Well, it's going to be our pitcher, Renan Holt from Nature Coast, pitching a complete game, giving up 2 runs. But at the plate, she also had a pair of hits and had 4 strikeouts on the circle. So great job by her and the rest of the team tonight.
So that's Renan Holt from Nature Coast, your Glory Days player of the game. We sure hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. For the authority, John McMurdo, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.